are live. We are back again for the Reunited 5's. Jazz, we should start a Hall of Fame, I think. Look, we've had YouTube, West Ham YouTube royalty on, and now we've got Luke from the Three Hammers. Can't get any better than that, can it?
Yeah, got the Prince on today, Prince Luke. Yeah.
Prince,
and of course, first time on West Ham Reunited. How you doing, though, Luke?
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Honoured to be on here. You know, I've always had a lot of time for you boys. Andy, you always come on my channel when I do the live ones. Talked to Jazz a couple of times. Honoured to be on here, mate. I always help out with other West Ham channels. You know, that's what we're here for. We're all family. Do you know what I mean? Big love at Christmas as well.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. Definitely. I agree with you on that. But most importantly, how's your channel going, mate? You enjoying it still?
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Me and Jazz were actually talking before the show. You know, there's so many West Ham channels. We're spoiled, aren't we? You know, we've probably got the most channels of any fan base. But, you know, we have to share the views. That's how it is. Do you know what I mean? It will grow in time. Do you know what I mean? It takes time.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
No, definitely. We'll talk about. I know we're doing a debrief, but obviously I saw your one this morning. You still hurting after last night, or are you sort of over it already?
Yeah, I was angry. I try to, when I review games now, I try and do it on a game-to-game basis now. You know, not get too angry and go, "Oh, that's it, the season's over," blah blah blah. Do it on a game-to-game, performance. You know, but those performances are starting to add up now. You know, there's about 5 or 6 now where we've looked a bit off and not too great.
Yeah, no, definitely. But no, it is what it is. It's the joys of being a West Ham fan, I suppose, isn't it? Like you said, it wouldn't surprise us now if we go and beat blooming Chelsea.
Yeah, mate. It would be typical us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely.
But Lukaku's back, mate. So he loves to go.
Our best mate, exactly. Yeah. But no, definitely. Was it hard picking these kits, Luke?
Yeah, one of them, I was like, it was between 2 kits. And I finalised one. But there's 4 that were just always going to go in. Always going to go in.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's the thing, though, mate, isn't it? We find it so hard now to, like, everyone who we've had on, we've never had anything the same. We've had the odd couple which have been, like, repeated, but nothing's really been the same, if that makes sense. So this is
everyone's got a certain memory with a shirt as well. Yeah. The first shirt, the last shirt.
Yeah, no, definitely. But no, it's a great time to be a West Ham fan. As I said, Luke, I'm just preparing the last bit for you on this. So, Jazz, talk some crap.
Yeah, basically, like I was saying earlier on, I mean, people got fond memories of each shirt. I mean, most people are particularly fond when they were at school, wasn't it? Say secondary school during that time, you know, when at that age you don't have any worries, do you? No bills, no kids, your kid yourself. So football is your life, and we used to collect stickers and have shirts at Christmas.
It's just like your first favourite player and stuff like that. You know, you got fond memories of certain players in those shirts.
And I think, definitely, to be fair, I do buy them now, but it's just a case of, I might as well just get it for the collection. Whereas as you're a kid, you really used to want to have one and wear it with pride. And
yeah, it's like your second skin when you're a child.
Yeah, like my first one was the back windows, 1990. I think I got it with my first sort of job. I got part-time, I remember, when I was in the 6th form. And that one, I got it in a frame, and Julian Dick signed it for me with the kids' pictures in there as well. Yeah, it was kind of breaking up, so the crest had kind of lost its colour. So I was like, I better get it together before it completely sort of goes all over the place. So yeah, managed to get that frame. But it cost a bomb, mate, for somebody's shirt frame, you have to do. Bloody hell.
It does, mate. It really does, doesn't it? It really does. But no, it's mad, isn't it, to think like what these kits are like. Who we got in the chat, Jazz? Just while I finish this off.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant's there, one of our regular viewers, always sort of on our shows. Richard, Jake stands there. Richard, Mr. Cox, all the way from Somerset. Hope everything's well, mate. I mean, Richard, Luke, I don't know if you've been following it. Yeah, Jake, they go all the way games, mate, from Somerset, Oh,
good lad, mate.
Yeah, it's a big old journey there for him. Yeah, I was asking the other day. I mean, I said, how's Mrs. Cox? With all that, he goes, she prefers if we're out the house, a bit of time and all that. But we obviously, with the channels, we have to, go to the games with the channel. So, it's tough, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mate. It costs a fortune as well, mate. Fortune.
Yeah, no, definitely. Right, we're just finishing the last bit up. But what else was I going to say? So, Luke, these kits are obviously. Did you go by design or have you sort of gone by memories? I'm just finishing the last.
Most of them, mate, are memories, and they have a special place for me. In West Ham's history and my passion and love for the club, and my heroes have played in these shirts, and I think that's what it is for me. Is if a hero of mine has played in that shirt, it was always going to win over a design. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
definitely. Some beautifully designed kits. There's some lovely kits that I've left out that are really beautiful kits.
Yeah. I was looking on the website, West Ham. There's an auction bidding site, isn't there? That match worn shorts, shin pads, or socks. They go for a lot. Actually, the Zuma match worn shirt. I forgot what game. Someone won the auction for £7,000. That went for.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Zuma's match worn shirt.
I've got a Zarate one. I've got a Zarate match worn shirt. That's what made me start this channel. West Ham Fan TV. They done a competition 5-6 years ago, and I won that competition. That inspired me to start the channel.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
I should have dug it out. I should have got it out for you.
Richard is asking, ever had a name on the back?
Yeah, obviously Paolo. Dicks, but talk about walking in a primary school nowadays with dicks on your back. It ain't going to go down too well.
Nah, definitely right. Let me just get this last couple of pictures sorted, just because I've added Luke's one. This is it, people. I'm adding personal touches. That's why. Yeah, I know how much you really want to see these kits, but I'm just adding a couple of final touches what Luke's requested. So that's the main reason.
I'm trying to find a picture of me in one of my choices when I was really young, but I can't find it. I really want to send you it, but I can't find it.
I know. We've got so many photos on our phones, haven't we, these days? So many. You need to put them in albums.
All right, there we go. I'm just going to make it a lot better. 1 second.
I think there's a period where you could go down to the West Ham shop and get letters for free. I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
They do deals every now and then, because I wanted to get 4 hours on my kit this year because he's my favourite at the moment. But it's so expensive at the minute.
Because I think you can get different badges, can't you? Premier League badges.
Yeah, Europa League badges this year as well.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look here. I'm just getting that last little bit up of certain West Ham legend, getting him up on.
I bet the Arnie name would have been a lot of letters, wouldn't it?
I had Arnie, actually. I did have Arnie, yeah. When Arnie was there, I had Arnie. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I had Arnie when he was there, and then I burnt the shirt when he left. So. No, I didn't.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Payet would have been one on many people's especially the young fans.
I nearly got the Payet shirt for France, because obviously I like the France team as well. But yeah.
I heard a story that when Manchester United won the FA Cup around 83, was it? And then they won it again in 85, something like that. Mark Hughes was coming out the coach, and he was going to give the shirt to I think it was one of the TalkSport presenters when he was a kid himself.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Do you want it?" Like Mark Hughes wouldn't even like give it, and then his mum started shouting, saying, "Mark, don't. We want to keep that." And he literally did have it in his hand, the kid. And then Mark said, "Oh,
really?
Yeah." It's oh God, is it Andy? What's his name?
What, Andy Goldstein?
Yeah, I think it's him.
Yeah.
He said he was obviously Man United.
I'd be heartbroken if it was in your hand.
It was, and then his mum said, "No, Mark, what are you doing? No."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Right, I've just added Luke's personal pictures onto this as well.
I always think about Maradona's shirt that Steve Hodges got from that goal.
How much is that worth?
I know
priceless. It's absolutely priceless,
especially because he's no longer around, and
Pele's shirt that Bobby got, or Bobby Moore's shirt that Pele got. Do you know what I mean? Like
when you watch the '70 sort of World Cup final, I think Pele has just got his underwear on. I think that's it. I think everything's gone.
Everyone just wants something.
Yeah, that used to be one hell of a stadium. Yeah.
Right, there we go. I'm just saving this back now, and then we'll be good to go, gentlemen.
Lovely.
Just wanted to add Luke's one. So, Luke, this is just going to start up now in a second, but most importantly, why did you pick your number 5, mate?
It's my first ever kit, mate. My first ever kit as a youngster, back in '95. So I had to wait till I was 10 till I got my first ever kit, because my dad's a big West Ham fan, but he wasn't, he weren't into buying all the shirts and all that stuff. And I think I got that for my 10th birthday, January '95. 95. That would have been, yeah. And obviously that is
there we
one of
go.
my famous kits, mate. The centenary kit, beautiful.
There
kit.
we go.
Beautiful man wearing it there in that picture as well. In Julian, it's just a lovely kit. Lovely kit.
Yeah, it's been popular amongst the guests. That one.
Yeah. I purposely picked this one. It's because of the person next to him.
Oh, funny. I tell you what, I do remember about that kit, mate, is it was huge. Like as a 10-year-old, the collar was like that, like huge down here, big sleeves down here, like down to my wrists.
Yeah. No, definitely. Was there any games in particular? I know you're saying it was your first kit, though. Obviously, was there any games in particular what you watched during that season, or was it you were a bit too young still? Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't say so much games, but I used to know, or my dad used to know someone who used to work for Dagenham Motors at the time.
Yeah.
And obviously after the game, the Dagenham Motors people would go and pick a man of the match. And they'd get all this stuff signed. So, like, every week, this woman would turn up at my house like, oh, got this signed by Julian Dix, got this signed by this one. So it's like there's all their memories, like, linked to that nice time when it was, like, players were accessible.
Yeah. No.
Like, I don't know if you can see that. Like, that was what I used to get delivered, like, every day. Like, it was Dagenham Motors, Julian Dix got man of the match that game. And it was
wow.
Yeah.
Like, I got loads of them in my house, like, back in the
day. Ken Ammers, I know, is a regular contributor on yours as well. Look, he said the last name I had was DiCanio in 2000 as well on the back of his shirt. Yeah, no, definitely.
Love Paolo.
Maradona's shirt from '86 is in the National Football Museum. Wow.
Wow.
Imagine how much that's worth.
Oh, mate.
So Hodges sold it then? Oh. I don't know.
Unless it was donated.
Maybe it's from one of the other games. Yeah, you never know. Wow.
Yeah, no, definitely. I know you said you were 10. I know you said you mentioned the games, but who was your players when you were younger who you wanted to be like, Luke, if that makes sense?
Well,
it might not have to be like, obviously, I'm guessing.
Yeah. One of my favourites is obviously that man there, Julian. I think, I don't think there's a West Ham fan alive that doesn't love Julian Dix. You know what I mean? The man's an absolute hero and, lived and breathed West Ham. When he come back as a coach, I loved it. Yeah. That era, I used to love Johnny Hartson as well in that 90s era. Like, he was my first ever password on my computer at school, Hartson. But Johnny, I love Johnny. Johnny Monks as well. Like, these are... Like,
Ian Dowie was a funny one, wasn't he, Luke?
Ian Dowie, mate. Do you know what I mean? Ludo of that era as well. Do you know, these are proper, like, cult heroes of the club, that generation, who got West Ham as well. A lot of players got West Ham in that era. We wasn't that great, but we had loads of characters in there.
Yeah, no, it's sort of the same now, really, isn't it? For the big games, we just seem to turn up, and especially during that 90s, obviously we had the 2-2 draw with Man United, the 4-3 with Tottenham. It's just, hopefully that happens on Saturday. We beat another big team. We've got James as well, Luke, saying hello. E20 Zone TV, saying hello to you.
James, mate.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Luke, did you do that? Did you used to rip your Dick shirt?
Nah, probably would have got thrown off.
No. And of course, James is saying as well, Ian Bishop and Michael Hughes.
Yeah, Michael Hughes.
Where I used to live, actually, a player of that era, Danny Williamson, used to live, I don't know whether you know Cumberland Road in Plaistow at all. It's right near the bowling ground. He used to literally live around the corner for me. The day I moved in, he got his move to Everton because of his career. Like, he got a really bad injury at Everton, didn't he?
Yeah, no, we was doing reviews, weren't we, Jazz? And he was coming up, and he was very unfortunate with his injuries, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think I don't know, Luke, if you know Nigel Khan does a lot of history work.
Yeah,
he knows Danny Williamson. Yeah, I think either he's related to his girlfriend at the time or something like that. But yeah, because Nigel only lived a couple of rows from the ground, so it looks like you're really close as well, weren't you?
Mate. Yeah, really close. Yeah, my boss at my old school, my line manager, was Alan Dickens' sister.
Oh my God!
No way.
Yeah, honestly, mate, Alan Dickens' sister. Because my dad went to school with her, and it's like, oh, Tracy, that's Alan's sister. It's like, oh, bloody hell.
It's a small world. It's a small world, isn't it? Stuff like that happens. Yeah. So, look, we're going to move on to your number 4. and take it away, mate.
Oh, well, mate, people, even your generation, some of you guys' generation, like that, mate, that's the only time I've ever seen my team play at Wembley. I'm going to slip up a little bit here. So the first time I went to the new Wembley, I went to see George Michael. Revealing my secrets there. And I remember looking around.
But the most important thing is, was you wearing a Wham outfit?
Yeah, mate, obviously. I was looking around during the George Michael concert, and I was going to my old man and my mates there. I was going, can you imagine bubbles going around this stadium?
Yeah.
And then literally 2-3 years later, it was there. You know, like there is nothing for me that has matched that moment in terms of like hearing bubbles at Wembley. That was just surreal, like unbelievable day out, tense drama. You know, it's the best way to get promoted. It's just, that kit is memories. It's just the memories of that kit.
Yeah. Obviously, Ricardo for getting his goal was obviously thingy. But was there any other players that year? What was like, wow, that they really did help us that year?
Got Big Kev, obviously. Yeah. You know, Captain Fantastic.
Yeah.
Colton. I've always loved Colton. Just looking at some of the players there. Vazte was unreal, like you say.
Yeah.
Remember him getting hat trick against Brighton on a rare occasion we beat Brighton.
I think it was the last time we beat him, I think.
Yeah, 6-0, weren't it? I think he scored a bicycle kick in that game as well.
Yeah.
Obviously Winston Reid, you know, shame what happened to him in the end, but what a player he was that season. And Rob Green, absolutely love Rob Green. What a goalie. Yeah. What a goalie Rob Green was.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you've got some other players there in the background. Obviously, young Potsy, Nicky Maynard, Henry Lansbury,
George McCartney. I used to like old Georgie.
Yeah, Linda.
No, yeah, no, definitely. And we've got a surprise for you, gentlemen. We've got this. Luke sent me this picture.
Hey! Oh, look, it's a third ever. It's a bloody third ever.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, my brother-in-law, who's the one on the end, he is the spit of Aaron Cresswell in real life. Absolute spit of him in real life.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not so much there, but now he's the absolute spit of Aaron Cresswell.
Our piss was you that day, Luke?
Well, quite, mate, quite. Because I remember that day, because I went from high, like obviously of us going through, then back to Stratford, back on the piss. And then Chelsea won the Champions League that night as well. And it was like, and I think Frank scored as well, didn't he? Frank scored in that game as well. So it was like from a super high to like, for fuck's sakes, why they won the Champions League?
Yeah. Wow. Paul hasn't aged either, really, has he? Bless him.
Nah, mate, I had more hair then as well.
Well, of course you have. Look at that. Look at that afro.
That's what Carlton Cole was wearing at the end of the game, wasn't he?
Yeah, they were spreading them all around the Wembley that day.
Yeah.
No, definitely. But look at all yous with what you drinking? There's a Stella there.
Grosh, I think. Is that Grosh?
Oh, okay.
Right. That's a Carlsberg, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's Paul drinking?
He drinks cider.
So that must be a Strombo.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. My brother-in-law's got a Stella.
Hey,
what you got in your are you holding something else?
That's one of them big finger things.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Obviously, like you said, we had Palace, obviously, then beating Preston, and then going up. But just how good was the atmosphere, Luke, that day? It was electric, obviously.
It was incredible, mate. And obviously, you know, we took over some of the Blackpool end as well, didn't we? That day.
I couldn't get a ticket, Luke.
Yeah.
I tried, mate.
Obviously took over the Blackpool end, and then you had us all cheering in their section. You see Ray Winston there. It was just amazing. I mean, hopefully, you know, Carabao Cup this year, you know, we're back there because you can't buy them days. You know what I mean? They're just amazing memories.
Peaches in the building. Wake up before you go.
Yeah.
Obviously referring to George Michael. And the old Wembley, the stands will be moving and shaking. Tunnel and magic, the old Wembley. Moving on, Luke. You're number 3.
Yep.
Here we go.
How can it not go on anyone's list now? You know, it's just
popular. Yeah.
It's a beautiful kit as well. Beautiful kit. It's a kit that I'll never throw away. Memories. Just that season was a joy. I was lucky enough to have a season ticket that year. Goals, magic, memories, just beautiful season, was it? It was just amazing season. That unfortunately we didn't quite get that top four that we was on for so long. Dimitri Payet, arguably the best player in Europe at that time. It was joy, absolute joy to watch.
Obviously, you as a season ticket holder that year, Luke. But how good was it when he come back? I think it was for the Liverpool game when he come on. Upton Park erupted, didn't he? That day when Payet come back from that injury.
Yeah.
And then he done that step over straight away, and literally just I'm back. You know what I mean?
So good that year, mate. Whenever we went 1-0 down, I had no fear. It was like, no, this team will always come back. It will always score a goal. Just unbelievable season. That was one of my favourite seasons as a West Ham fan.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was Luke referring. That's nearly 10 years ago. Obviously, the playoff final. Sorry, James, I didn't see that comment. And magic and emotional. Obviously, Payet was the highlight of that season, I should say, Luke. But do you reckon there were some players who went sort of under the radar? I'm sort of thinking Ogbonna. Obviously, first season.
Yeah, mate. Sacco was really good. He scored in that last game as well. Sacco didn't he? Scored some important goals that year. Mickey Antonio was unreal that season as well. There was a period where him and Andy Carroll were scoring every game. I remember Southampton. Obviously, Andy Carroll got the hat trick against Arsenal that year as well. There's loads, mate. There was loads of heroes out there that year.
Even Simon, hope you're well. Yeah, I agree with what Kent's saying there. James McCarthy cost us Champions League football.
100%, mate, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. But no, like I said, Upton Park. Obviously, the final game, Luke, was obviously will go down. But is there any particular game? The one that springs to my mind was obviously beating Chelsea at home.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
With Andy. But
the Newcastle game when Payet scored his first goal. Was amazing atmosphere that night. Obviously, not so much matches, but moments like obviously Payet's free kick against Palace. How the hell did
that go in? Jack, was you there? Was you there when that went in?
No, but it's you can't believe it, isn't it?
Mate, I remember turning to my mate going, it's like, it's gone wide, and it's like, oh my god, it's actually gone in.
That's weird.
The biggest wall in fucking history as well, and the biggest goalkeeper, and it still managed to go in.
No, it was an insane goal. That was a ridiculous goal.
Yeah, no, definitely. But obviously, with Slav being there, that was a great moment. Obviously, Julian, you can tell how much it meant to them. But how emotional was it walking out of Upton Park for the last time? I was close to it.
It was horrible, mate. Horrible. You're so joyed by the win, and the way we won as well was like a proper West Ham Man United classic, where we go behind and we come back and win. Yeah, it was just a surreal day. Like, I remember going into the bowling pub. I left work, got down to the bowling pub. There's Upton there, there's COYI, there's Brooklyn, there's Ray Winston. Mate, the car park was like a dream for any West Ham fan. Just walking around like, it was just unreal. And then I remember going into the bowling pub and Baz, is his name Baz, the geezer who used to do the West Ham ones? He's throwing bloody pints everywhere. You got Ryan and Nicky all pissed up. It was what a day, honestly, what a day. I don't think any atmosphere has ever touched that as well for me that night. That atmosphere was but
it wasn't that. It was Bubbles when they come out. Was literally, it was like I've never heard. It was loud, but it was the full-time whistle. I've never heard a roar like it. I think people around a 10-mile radius probably would have heard that roar. The only thing what I did, like, it was the show afterwards. I was very disappointed with that. Joe, like the saying goodbye show.
Yeah, they had a limited time, didn't they? Because obviously it was originally meant to be the Swansea game, weren't it?
Yeah,
if you remember, it was they reorganised the Man United game. It was going to be a Swansea game on the Sunday.
Yeah, no, it's mad. Obviously, James is saying Saka was great, and Lanzini. Yeah, I forgot that was his first year as well.
Lanzini,
Liverpool in the FA Cup, obviously at Bonner, getting that.
Yeah, I was there that game.
Great night.
Yeah.
Didn't like the Man United one that season though, because we got the replay, didn't we, when they robbed us with Martial?
Yeah. I was at every home game. I'm not surprised, Kent, to be honest. To be fair, I've done well this season. I've only missed 3 games, I think, this season so far, at home and away, like not excluding Europe. But yeah, it was like death in a family. Yeah, it was, James.
It's awful.
when Man United's bust. Oh yeah, Jesse, wasn't it? That's where he got known for. He's screaming. So Luke, you mentioned this man, and you mentioned you had him on the back of the shirt. So this is your number 2.
Yeah. And obviously, I'm a big fan of the current kit this season, mate. Yeah. Because of that, I still call this the Paolo shirt. You know, like this is Paolo's shirt. The man's a god to me. Like he's my god, mate. I love him. What a player, maverick, moments, leader. Like, this shirt is like, that is the shirt. Do you know what I mean? That is my favorite. Well, it's not my favorite West Ham shirt, but it's definitely there. Do you know? Amazing. My first ever season ticket as well. And when you have a season ticket that year, you're like, oh, is this West Ham, is it? We score great goals all the time. We win loads of games, and then just all downhill from that season for a long time.
Watching him live, what was that like?
Oh, mate, the geezer's absolute magic. The thing is, I don't think in the moment you don't fully appreciate how good he is. Like when you look back, you think, this geezer made mincemeat of people like Tony Adams, Martin Keown, and top Manchester United teams. Like when it was Keane and Beckham and all them big boys. Mate, the geezer was insane. It was so good. So good.
Obviously, we had, can you imagine him in this team now?
Oh, mate. Because I've been wanting to do something like that. You know, like if you could put, you know, that team, who would you take out? You know, there's only probably about 3 or 4 that I would take out of that era. But Paolo goes in all my teams ever, mate. Like my greatest West Ham team, Paolo's probably the first name on the sheet every time.
Yeah, he really lost the ball, didn't he, Luke? Hardly lost it.
Mate, it's the way he used to stand the man up. Like he had no pace. He would just stand up on the ball, do a little touch of the ball, and the defenders would shit themselves. Absolutely shit themselves.
Yeah. Obviously, this season was the certain goal against Wimbledon, but. Was there any other goals? Like you don't have to refer to because obviously we've sort of gone on to about your hero. Is there any other ones which spring to mind? Obviously, my one was Chelsea. Yeah, with this kid.
Trevor Sinclair against Man City scored an absolute bullet. Like I think it was a volley from about 25 yards. I can't remember whether it was this kit. I think it might have been the kit after when Trevor Sinclair scored the scissor kick against Derby.
Yeah,
that's probably the best goal I've ever seen live. Actually, that Trevor Sinclair goal. Paolo Di Canio against Arsenal, you know, where he done Tony Adams. There's loads, man. Joe Cole.
I think this was the Bradford game. Yeah, the Bradford game was this shirt.
Yeah, Bradford game was this shirt, yeah.
I think the Sheffield Wednesday game was this shirt as well, 4-3, I think.
Yeah, we done that on the pitch with he rolled the ball over his shoulders.
No, Paolo, what an absolute legend. Let's see what else is everyone's saying. Kent saying he's met Paolo a couple of times. Talking about, do you remember when he does Sky Italy and he wears his West Ham tie?
Yeah.
He cracks it every time. Whenever he's a pundit, he wears his West Ham tie as well. He cracks me up, Paolo. Yeah, as James is saying as well, that the famous 2-1 win versus Arsenal, the goal was class. I went to school giving it to the Arsenal fans. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah. The bloke was a genius, all genius. Flawed the only reason why we got him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Derby 4.
100%.
Yeah, Derby 4-0 win. Sinclair versus Charlton Boxing Day volley. Wow.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a great goal. Yeah. Great goal.
I was there when he scored. Well, lucky. Sorry. Excuse me. Right, Luke. I'm going to explain it. I've got a few pictures for this last one. So, before we reveal it, what is your number 1, mate?
Mate, my number 1, again, I believe it is the same season, and it's more about the memory of the kit rather than the actual kit. It's the Navy away kit of that season. Again,
I've got a
beautiful picture, but
I've got a couple of players for this, Luke, not just Paolo. Look, so I've got look. There he goes. Look, Michael. Well. Look.
Against ex-West Ham Sheringham there as well.
Yeah, Michael won. How good was Michael to watch, Luke? Was he different class as well?
I think at the time with someone like Michael, it was an undervalued player. I don't think we appreciated that position as much. I always say about Mark Vivian Foe as well. If you had someone like Vivian Foe now, you'd be like, God, that geezer's a proper player. But back then, that position wasn't appreciated as much, I don't think. But obviously, I went on and had an amazing career, Carrick.
Yeah. I just Like, I know he never really said a bad word against the club. Obviously, he stayed for us for a year, but that still hurts me. The fact that he went to Tottenham. I knew he was going to end up at Man
Oh yeah,
United, but the fact that he done it. But to be honest, he never really celebrated against us though. After that, I think he sort of knew
he's kept quiet, and he not like Rio. Always opening his mouth and that.
Yeah,
Loads of them went there, didn't they? Spurs, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favourite players, Scotty Parker, mate, went there.
Defoe, yeah.
Top player.
But I've never seen a player so gifted, like in midfield, both-footed than Michael.
Yeah, great passer as well. Great passer of the ball.
Yeah, no, definitely. Shall we see what other pictures we got, Luke, for you?
Yeah, it's a great day out, mate.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Look, in front of the flag.
Mate. One of the best. Well, it is the best. It's the best day, maybe closely to the Tottenham 3-0 win. That is probably the best day I've ever experienced in football. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. No one expected us to win that game, did they?
No, mate. It's my 16th birthday as well, which makes it even more. My 16th birthday, went up there with my dad and my best mate and his dad. Mate, 10,000 of us, I believe, was there that day. It was unbelievable, mate. The noise was just a joke.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sorry, Kent's just talking about Michael Carrick, underrated. Deck has a lot of Carrick's triumphs in his game, and his timing doesn't hit the floor, reads the game like Michael. Yeah, no. Imagine both of them together. And then I've got that one. There we go. I know it looks a bit blurry, but that's obviously him celebrating to the fans again after. I know it's a bit blurry, but yeah, no. What an amazing player.
I think with that day as well, obviously Paolo, if you're going to slag Paolo off slightly, the geezer didn't do away matches. So the fact, that he played that game, it was like, look, I'm here.
I think Harry said that. Harry interviewed, and it wasn't just Paolo, it was everyone. We just couldn't win away from home. I think this season, I can't remember who we had on, Jazz, wasn't it? Was it they said we only won one game or something away from home that season, like in the league?
Harry didn't care about the defence. If you look at the scores, it's 4-3, 3-2, 2-2. That's Harry all over. The defence was all over the place, wasn't it?
I remember we had a young Finnish geezer in defence, I think, that day. A geezer called Hannu Tinian.
Yeah, I remember
him. He was a decent player, he was. But we just didn't sign him.
Yeah, something happened, didn't there? Yeah, weird.
Yeah, no, definitely. What a day that was.
Oh, mate.
And obviously
as well. Unreal.
And I remember the following season, Clem Roda's first year, when we beat them 1-0 in the league the year after, wasn't it? Do you remember when Defoe scored that?
Did we lose in the cup 6-0 as well?
Yeah, didn't want to mention that. No, that was a drunk. But what is it with Man United though? We've had it for over a year. Is it because since that I know we sort of had it before. Is it because we stopped them winning the title? They've just never forgave us for it. Do you think that as well?
Who actually really likes Man United apart from Man United fans? Like, can anyone even say they like them? Everyone's loving, the way they are now. They've always been. I think for even most of our generations, they've been the top dog. Maybe Jazz might have seen the Liverpool a little bit during the 80s and stuff, but Man United have always been that top dog, and they're the team you want to beat. Like now, you want to go and do that to Chelsea, you want to go and do that to Liverpool. I think Man United, we just revel in the fact that they're doing crap now. I love it.
Yeah, it was a game that was always shown live, wasn't it, Luke? Back in the days, West Ham Man United. It's always a big game, and that is, I think, the best atmosphere in the whole season is that game, slightly above Tottenham, the Man United. I don't know why, but
it's always good score. It's always usually really high scoring game as well. A 5-3, 3-2s, 4-2s.
Great games, yeah.
Yeah, no. It's great memories of being. Luke, we sort of end after the kits. Is obviously we've had a few. We sort of mentioned it. The results. You still feeling positive about this season? Do you think we can do something special?
Yeah, mate. I think we need to definitely need to invest in January. I think we've all repeated it. We need to go and get Lingard. We need to get one of these strikers at least. If we can get one and maybe another one on loan, that would be dream world. We just got to get back on track. We've got a couple of games coming up now, and I think we play Burnley and Southampton coming up now? Is a couple of them in the next few weeks?
Yeah,
got to win them games. Got to win them games because if Arsenal win tonight, they overtake us.
So we've got Chelsea on Saturday, Zagreb on the Thursday, Burnley away, and I think we've got Norwich at home after that. So
we've got to be winning them games. Got to be winning
them two, and then like you said, I think we've got Arsenal in between that as well. I think that'll be a close game, and
Yeah,
then
that's
we've got
tough one.
Southampton, and Tottenham in the cup. How good would it be to beat them again, Luke?
Mate, that's the most important fixture for me now until the end of like 2021. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most now. Like that is the most win game. I don't care if we slip out the top 4. I just want to beat them, get in that semi-final.
Yeah.
Is there any player this season, Luke? Obviously, you mentioned him. He's one of my favourite players as well. Is Pablo Fornals. Did you know he had that crossing in the locker the last few games? I never did.
No, mate. Top player. So good technically on the ball. You know, people can still moan about his finishing and stuff like that. But he's still young. I think we forget that. So he's only 23 and he's 24 maybe.
Yeah.
You know, if that was an English player that had come through the academy, we'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, give him time. Sometimes, a bit like with Diop, really. Diop's really young guy still, but we jump on him because we bought him for money.
In your opinion, I know Virgil van Dawson, as everyone likes to call him, is. Do you think his time needs to step out now? Do you think Diop needs to be parking in Zuma as our first choice now Ekbona's out?
Yeah, I'd like to see it, mate. I'd like to see him have a go, definitely. You know, give him a go at least till January now, and then, you know, if it don't work out, okay, you go all out for Tarkowski, don't you? You at least give the guy, you know, a run of games in the team. Give him like 5-6 games. Are you good? Are you bad? At the end of the day, when he first come, he was unreal. You know, he was a beast when he first come, wasn't he?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
He does have little brain farts, though. That's one thing. Like, he does, like, switch off, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, definitely. And let's have a look here. One left back, yeah, definitely. I think we know we need it. If you could pick, Luke, obviously not realistically. Have you been looking? Is there any left backs you think we might be able to nick, or not really? Or
I would have. I'd go back in for that Tagliafico, the Argentinian one. You know, might not be that great, but he has been great for, you know, the teams he's been playing for. If you can get him for a decent price, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
fullback is the sexy position there as well. Do you know, like it is. Like kids want to play fullback in my school, you know, because they see like Reece James, Trent, and Walker. They're so vital to your game now.
Yeah,
they've become like an extra attacker, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely. No, that's great. That's true, Glenn. We're not doing much travelling apart from Burnley. We don't leave the capital till middle of January,
which is good.
Which is good.
The Zagreb game should be a rest as well, because hopefully we play the kids in that one.
Deck to get a yellow card on Saturday, so he don't miss Xmas period. Yeah, I forgot he's on his. That's why you sort of saw him not committing to any challenges last night.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he wants that Chelsea game, doesn't he? He wants to play that game.
Yeah, no, definitely. Before we finish off, I know you're probably going to do a preview, and obviously it's a little bit for. How do you see the game going on Saturday? I think it's going to be a tough game, but do you reckon we can still get something from it?
We've got to take our chances, though, mate. You know, if one thing we've been lacking recently is scoring from open play. Listen, fantastic set piece. You know, our set pieces may as well be penalties at the minute, but we have got to start putting some chances away. And against Chelsea, like I look at the Man City game, for example. You know, when Ben Rama had that chance really early on, that got caught under his feet. If that goes in, it's a completely different game. You score early, you've got something to hold on to. Got to keep Lukaku quiet. You know, he's got to be well up for it. But they have got some injuries. Chilwell's injured. I think Reece James is injured. Doubtful for the game. No Kante.
Yeah, I didn't realise today because there's a Chelsea fan at work, and he was saying it. They reckon it will be Jorginho will be back, but they've still got a load of other injuries. Lukaku's only played 20 minutes of football as well, so it wouldn't surprise me, though. I said this yesterday on my fan cam with Nicky. I said, it wouldn't surprise me. We've had all these shit results, and we end up turning them Chelsea over.
Yeah, they haven't been in great form the last sort of 3. You know, they drew 2. Obviously, they had the great Juventus result. Last night, they was a bit lucky, though, as well. They were a bit lucky last night.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it won't. How great would it be for Zuma to score against his whole club as well?
Oh, mate, that'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant, mate.
Yeah, no, definitely. Luke, it's been a pleasure, mate. But before I go, I think everyone knows who you are, but let everyone know where they can find you.
I'm at the Free Hammers, mate. Come over and find me at the Free Hammers. Subscribe to our channel. do previews, reviews, podcast. You know, just have fun walking down the Greenway on a Monday.
Yeah.
Is it a lot colder now, isn't it?
Oh, mate, on Monday when I did it, I was freezing, mate. Freezing.
Yeah, no, I've got to admit, when,
like that.
yeah, when the notification comes up, I look because I've been working from home. Today was my first day back in the office, and I was like, "Oh, that did look cold the other day."
It was very cold today.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, you and Paul are doing amazing things. So if you are new around here, go and give Luke how many subscribers are you at now, Luke? You're
it's very close to 3,006. I think we need 4 more for 3,600.
Oh,
So
wow.
come on, everyone. You know where to go. Go and find Luke at the 3’s if you are new around here. It would mean a lot. Obviously, this is not going to be the only time we're going to have Luke. When he's free, when he has a moment, he'll be coming on doing some shows. Because the next one, Luke, is this will be hard. 5 favourite goals. You need to pick your 5 goals that mean a lot to you. So that'll be the next series, which will start probably in a couple of months. Like you said, me and Jazz are booked out now for. We've got a lot of people lined up, haven't we, Jazz? So it's very interesting. Yeah, no, it's very, very decent. You watching any of the games tonight, Luke?
Yeah, I'll definitely watch the Arsenal Man United game. I said to Jazz before we went on, I'll probably be a Man United fan for the first time in my life ever. But a draw, I'll take a draw tonight. I'll take the draw in that game.
No, definitely. So me and Jazz are going to have a short break. We'll be back in about 50 minutes. We're going to talk about the heartache of Neil Maupay's last. Well, it was a good goal, wasn't it, Jazz? I think me and you were a bit angry and a bit merry last night at the same time, and we just didn't know how to. Glad we didn't do it last night, to be honest. But yeah, we'll be back at 7:30 to give our thoughts of last night's game. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone in the chat, and of course Luke from the 3’s. Go and give him a like and subscribe. And one thing left to say is, come on, you! Take care, everyone. See you later.
Thank you. Bye.